The next Seesaw programme is with the Flumps, and that's tomorrow morning at 9:30 on BBC1. Now we begin our holiday double bill. Robert Taylor, Julie London and John Cassavetes star in Saddle the Wind.
In a minute on BBC1 is the second film of the holiday double bill, The Outriders.
The new season on BBC1. Drama. King's Royal, a passionate story of whiskey and wealth, starring Tom Bell and set in Victorian Scotland.
Well, maybe if you paid me a bit more.
Maybe if you gamble less and drank less.
Well, how can I support your daughter on a pittance?
They mention my Gwen.
My Gwen.
My God, oh, I could horsewhip you.
Gulliver in Lilliput. The magic and humour of Swift's classic tale in a new dramatisation. Wendy Craig faces fresh problems as the ever-patient nanny.
You're the only person here who listens to me. If you only knew Tom, Nanny, you'd see how good and kind he is. I've told him ever so much about your life, and you don't mind, do you?
Depends what you've said.
I said you were the best person in the whole world.
And Howard Spring's bestseller, Fame is the Spur, which opens in the slums of 19th century Manchester.
What does it matter if you make a fool of yourself?
Mother.
Far worse what you made of yourself a minute ago. You make me ashamed.
New season drama on BBC1.
Now on BBC1, the second film in the holiday double bill. Joel McRae, Arlene Dahl and Barry Sullivan star in The Outriders. In about 10 minutes on BBC2, Gene Kelly and Judy Garland star in a romantic holiday musical, The Pirate. And this evening on BBC1, Kurt Russell, Shelley Winters and Season Hubley star in Elvis the Movie. It's the moving life story of the King of Rock. And that's at 7:25.
Well, now on BBC1 for the Midlands, before Play School, we have the latest regional news. Good afternoon. First, the flooding. It's particularly serious on the banks of the Avon and the Severn. Worst hit areas are in Gloucestershire and Worcester and Hereford. Roads between Gloucester and Tewkesbury are under 5 feet of water and dozens of homes are flooded. At Upton-on-Severn in Worcestershire, bungalows were evacuated and police say the river, which is rising at 3 inches an hour, is expected to reach its peak in an hour's time. In Nottinghamshire, the Severn Trent Water Authority warned that the most serious flooding for 14 years would hit the county within the next 24 hours. In the New Year's honours list, Bob Willis, the Warwickshire cricketer, receives the MBE. The City of Birmingham organist, Dr. George Thorburn Ball, has received a knighthood, and a similar award goes to Mr. George Holdsworth, chairman of GKN. The chairman of the Severn Trent Water Authority, Sir William Dugdale, receives a CBE, as does Mr. Harry Purcell, who's chairman of the West Mercia Police Authority. Industrial action will disrupt the first day's broadcasting of Central TV, the new independent company due to take over from ATV in the Midlands from tomorrow. Some technicians have still not agreed working conditions from the new Nottingham studio, and until settlement's reached, viewers will receive broadcasts from Birmingham. A young child has died after an accident on the Erewash Canal at Cotmanhay in Derbyshire. It's understood the boy, who's aged about 7, fell through ice on the canal surface. The Nottingham Forest football manager, Brian Clough, has left hospital after a series of tests following pains in the chest. The hospital say Mr. Clough has left for a short vacation before returning to work. Now the Midlands weather prospects. Fog patches and some frost tonight with icy roads. Tomorrow the fog and frost will slowly lift to give bright periods later, with the minimum temperature tonight -2 degrees centigrade, maximum tomorrow 6 centigrade.